Hi folks, Ryan Patrick Murphy here, getting ready to try a little homebrew. So, sorry for all the noise. I'm brewing plus the dishwasher is running. So yes, the dishwasher is actually running. That's the sound you're hearing. Not my air conditioner this time, to those of you who have been in Skype with me in my old place. I put the keg of Surly Bitter Brewer into the fridge. I've never had the original. This is just a homebrew clone. It was partial mash. I don't really remember a whole lot about it, but it had 2.5 ounces dry hopped of glacier hops. So let's pour a glass out and see what she's like. I did try it a couple times last night, but it was still a little warm. So. Probably need to turn the CO2 down a little bit. There's a little pressure coming out of there, but look at that. It looks like a really nice beer. Okay, got a nice little bit of head there. Not bad. This was naturally carved in the keg for 13 days. Normally I like to do a full 2 weeks, but I wanted to get that keg put in the fridge so I can open up the keg for another beer later, right? But actually mostly it's just because I was really antsy. I wanted to try it, but. For a bitter, it's pretty dark. I was a little surprised by that. I guess I haven't had too many bitters to know what color they normally are. The other bitter I make somewhat semi-regularly, at least once a year, is the Dave's Birch Bitter, and it's a very light colored beer compared to this. The nose is extremely fruity. Probably due to the glacier hops that were dry hopped. I don't know if you guys remember this, about a year ago, 10 months ago or something, or maybe just last summer, I made a 1 gallon of a glacier smash, because somebody gave me some glacier hops. I said, I'll make a smash out of it, let's try it. I thought it was infected because it was really fruity in scent and taste, so I ended up pouring that. But this beer has that same aroma on the nose, so I'm beginning to think it's just a characteristic of glacier hops, and maybe I just don't care for that, you know, or maybe it just needs to be something that's used more moderation, not 2.5 ounces dry hopped. The flavor is not much like the nose. I mean, you get some of that flavor in there, but it's not overpowering like the aroma. It's a little earthier, so you get a little bit of fruitiness from those glacier hops, but you get a good strong bitter right up front. And that kind of is the flavor profile you get, is a bitterness, kind of earthy, with those fruity notes. I believe this used Y yeast 1335 British Ale yeast 2, I think that's what it was. I'm not for sure. I could go look it up, but I'm just trying to enjoy the beer and talk to you guys. Yeah, I think that's what it was 1335. I may have that number wrong. I do think it was British Ale number 2 though. That was the one. It did not inflate, or the bag or the pouch didn't inflate when I smacked it, and it had about a day lag time on it. So I'm not sure what happened with that yeast. Anyway, I'm brewing right now. Actually, I'll show you a little bit of footage. We're at the steeping grain. Have about 7 minutes left of steeping, or whenever it hits 170, whichever happens sooner. I don't really know what the time is, but let me show you the footage of just grain steeping. So, not too exciting, right? I generally put the grains in as soon as I got water, just let them sit until 170, or usually 20 minutes, sometimes 30, depending on how I'm feeling. Now, steeping grains is not really that important. You're just getting flavor and color. You're not too concerned with sugars or anything like that. So I don't worry too much about it. You probably noticed I did overfill the pot a little bit. That was not intentional. I wanted to have a little more volume on the steeping grains, but I think I overfilled it. So I'll have to be more careful once the malt extract goes in, and just so it doesn't boil over. But anyway, you're probably asking, what am I brewing? Doing the Kiss Me I'm Irish Red Ale from Midwest Supplies. I've never done this red ale. I've done the Northern Brewer one. It's a pretty simple recipe. 6 pounds gold LME, caramel 40, special B, roasted barley, Cascade hop, an ounce Cascade, an ounce of Fuggles, and I'll be using US 05. So a pretty simple recipe. I finally got the Oktoberfest in the lagering temperature range. So it's down to the Kieser, or fermentation chamber as it is so called now, is down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to be sitting like that for about a month and a half to 2 months. And I'll just throw it right in the keg and we'll force carb it probably. I need to get the White House Honey Porter into secondary. It's spent 2 weeks in there, so that'd be good to get that one going or sitting around. And I still have a lot of beer recipes to brew. I got the Mexican Cerveza. I'm thinking about even just doing that quick while I'm brewing this one, just to do it. Make use of the old buckets. I do need to get my hands on some more secondary since that lager is happening. I'm going to be short secondary containers, so I'll probably get plastic. Now I got the carboy washer. I think the plastic, I'll go back to using that. It's a lot easier to mess with. It's lighter. I don't have to worry about it breaking or something. While one of my secondary it looks like it has a crack in it and some bubbles in the other one. So I'm a little worried about the structural integrity of those. I'm still going to use them, but I think I might want to go back to plastic just to see how it goes. I originally went away from plastic because I was scratching it all up trying to get it clean. Well, not knowing what I know now, I know I am fairly confident I can get those cleaned properly. So, sorry about that. Cheers, everyone. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week. 17. And Dixie.